Okay, we are back, and now we are going to face the boss in the Deku tree. The one that's given them this curse, and he weirdly sent us in to destroy. But to do this boss, you have to go into first-person view and look up. You'll see this yellow eye. With the, and that will start the battle. But you're going to log onto the eye, and since the eye is red, hit it. So basically, when the eye turns red, because his eye is yellow, but when it turns red, you strike it with the fairy slingshot. And then you go in and you attack. It's a simple boss. You can die. Sadly, you can. And I have died on that boss before. But because I've done it so many times, I know what to do. But say if the lock-on went off when I climbed the wall, because if the enemy goes too far, the lock-off goes off, or the lock-on turns off. Then when it's up on the ceiling, you can't lock on, which means you can't hit the eye, and then it will send enemies down to hurt you while you're trying to hurt the boss. But I did not end up having to do that. So as a reward, I get a heart container, which turns my maximum hearts to 4 now. So it was 3, now it's 4. Every boss gives one. And then here's a warp. That'll warp me out of the dungeon. And this one warped me right in front of the Deku tree. So he can congratulate me for defeating this dungeon. Hopefully. Well, at least he said well done. Well, let's see what else he has to say. I demonstrated the courage. That's good. I'm going to listen to what he has to say, because I don't know what will happen if I say no. And, you know, it'd be best to get some of what he's about to say. So now it's a little backstory on how the world was created. Or how their world was created. Well, it kind of sucks to know that even after defeating the curse, he is still gonna die. That kind of sucks. And defeats the whole purpose of even having to go in there to defeat it. But apparently I got a stone that seems to be entwined with something. But it's called a Kyoki Emerald, which is good. At least good to know the name. And it's 1 out of 3 stones I'll need to get further into the game. Now he's saying goodbye to Navi. So they say their goodbyes and are not leaving. Now we're back in the Kyoki Forest, and he's being a pain in the butt again. Of course, you know, he's gonna blame it all on me. Okay, so before I end the video, I'm going to show you a couple new places first. Well, before I leave Kyoki Forest, I'm going to come up here. And here is called the, if you read the sign, it's called the Lost Woods. There's special things that happen in this forest. Like, if you play a certain song for this little dancing goon, you'll get a heart container, or a piece of one. And then this little spot's used for another side quest a little later. But this will all be done at another time. Just figured I'd show you guys around. That way the video is not too short. But there is a trick to guide in your way through all of this, because if you enter the wrong one, if you enter the wrong one, you'll always end up back here. Always. No matter what. It sucks, but that's what happens. Okay. So, now it's time to leave the Kyoki Forest once and for all. We'll say goodbye to this place, and we won't return for quite a while, actually. It'll be a while before we return. So we're just going to leave. And now we have another video. Or another talking scene. So she gave an ocarina to me, which is some flute. I presume it's called the fairy ocarina. Of course, to kind of elaborate on what she said about how my character is different from the rest of the Kyokis. There's a reason behind it, and it's explained a little later when I have to come back here. So I'm going to save that little secret for when we return here later in the game to find out why my character is so different from the rest of the Kyoki. Of course, you know my character just awkwardly backs up and runs away. Doesn't even say goodbye. How rude. Just makes me want to sing the song Rude, but I'm not going to. And we'll now be out on Hyrule Field. To show where we exit. So in the next video, we'll travel the different points of Hyrule Field, show you a little bit around, so it's easier to guide. And I'll show you the ranch, Lon Lon Ranch, and then we'll go into the village of Hyrule Castle. We'll do some stuff there. And then we'll go. We'll continue on from there. But right now, next video, the exploration of Hyrule Field, Lon Lon Ranch, and the village of Hyrule. See you later.